Hi, my name's Brooke Haggerty, the Food Chick. Welcome to today's episode of For the Love of Food. Well, today's not only for the love of food, it's also about for the love of football. We are full swing into the playoffs. The big game is just around the corner, and I don't know about you, but I know I want to be gathered with my family and friends, watching all the games, seeing what's happening, and have some great food in front of me. I also don't want to have to miss a second of the action. So what we're going to do today to make it really, really simple for you, whether you're hosting a party at your home or you're going to somebody else's house, is we're going to have a nice slider. We're going to do a great shredded buffalo chicken slider. Amazing and easy, so simple. It's going to be topped with a blue cheese coleslaw, fantastic bite to it. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Over here, I've got on my stovetop, I've got poaching actually, very, very simply in a little bit of a fresh garlic and some hot sauce, just a store-bought buffalo hot sauce. I've got 2 chicken breasts. This is going to be enough to feed 4 people. Again, if you've got a large party going on, make it, get a bunch in there and just poach them off. These have been poaching off for about 35-40 minutes. Just simmering nice in there. I also add a little bit of butter to my sauce for people who don't want it super duper hot. And you can see as it's poaching, it pulls apart. So my sauce is already made in there. I've got my tongs in here to break my chicken apart. So you can see I'm just using 1 pot for this. Again, poaching down for about 35-40 minutes, maybe 45, depending on how many you have. I started it off on high. I made sure my chicken was covered, just about completely covered with hot sauce, a little bit of butter, again, depending on how hot you want it, and some fresh garlic. If you want to add some other seasonings in there, you can, but I really don't think that you need to, because this blue cheese slaw that we're going to be doing is going to be amazing for you. It's very, very simple and easy to make. We're going to use some cabbage. I've got some green cabbage.
Say that last sentence again.
We're going to be using some green cabbage today. So I've got a little bit of green cabbage right here. We're going to have some red pepper. It's going to add some more nice crunch to that. We've also got some red onion. I've got some carrot that I'm just going to I'm going to grate down some carrot. I'm going to add a little bit of green onion on the top. And to add a little bit of extra flavor to our blue cheese slaw, we're going to put some fresh rosemary in there. I love fresh rosemary, especially in the wintertime, the colder months. It's got that nice pine to it. It really brings a nice earthiness to it. Speaking of earthy, this amazing blue cheese that we're going to be using. This is a nice hearty Maytag blue cheese, very, very thick and crumbly, as you can see. It's going to be fantastic in there, and it tastes delicious. And while it's thick and hearty, it's still got a nice creaminess to it. So we're also going to be using for this, we're going to be using blue cheese dressing and a little bit of mayonnaise. So let me get some things out of the way here. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started on our coleslaw, which is going to be nice and easy. As I said, and this is a quick thing. This is a quick thing. If you're doing an impromptu, party, run to the store, grab some chicken, pop this in. You could have this whole meal ready in under an hour. It's going to be really, really good. We're going to put our sliders, we're going to put them on a beautiful potato roll. I love potato rolls. It's got a nice sweetness to it. Look at that beautiful yellow color in there. This is just a store-bought roll. Again, if you want to make your own rolls, you can definitely do that. Again, I'm just trying to get to my friend's house. I'm trying to watch the game. I'm trying to have fun. So I'm trying to make this a little bit easier for me. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pop these in the oven real quick while I'm making the slaw. My oven is set at 275. I'm going to put it on the mid to upper rack, just in there for about 5-10 minutes, just enough to get them nice and toasty. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start slicing my cabbage here, just long strips of cabbage. And you do this, depending on the number of people that are coming to your party. Now, I love coleslaw, and this is, I think, is a nice twist on it. So I've got some cabbage in here, and you see I'm using long, thin strips. I'm not grating it. I want to have those nice, long, thin strips come out of there. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to grab my red onion next. My red onion, again, I'm going to use long, thin strips of this. I like the texture of the long, thin strip. Then we're going to have a little bit of contradiction to that when we do our peppers, because we're going to keep those a little bit thicker. So it's going to give us a nice texture in our mouth. Let me get my onion here. This onion smells absolutely delicious. The robust flavor of the red onion with this is fantastic. Nice and thin. Now, little tip for you here. If you don't want to cut your fingers, cut your end off there. You got a nice solid base there. Look at that. And we can go nice and thin. Yeah. So I got some nice thin sliced red onion in here. Break those apart. You can even cut these in half if you want, if you don't want to have that big piece of red onion in there. But I just really like it. I think it's nice with the slider. It really flows with this application well. But you know me, I don't want to waste any part, so I'm going to go ahead and take this other part of the red onion, nice and thin down there, and we're going to add that in as well. So you can see you've already got some gorgeous color happening in there. Now I'm going to take some red pepper. A nice, beautiful, long red pepper. I just like to cut mine lengthwise down the middle, and then I pull everything out. I just pull the whites out. To me, that's the simplest way to work with a red pepper. And now I'm just going to go nice, a little bit thicker than I did with the red onion. I'm smelling this chicken over here. I'm actually going to take the top off again. Let me see if I can shred that up a little bit more. Oh boy, I wish you could smell this kitchen right now. It smells absolutely delightful. Just that little bit of garlic in there with the chicken. And you see, it breaks apart so easy. If you want to add a little bit more hot sauce to that, you can definitely do that. So I've got some red pepper here. I said I'm going to leave them nice and long. I'm just going to cut them down in about thirds. So we've got some nice thick pieces in there. I think I'm going to put a little bit more in there. And again, I've got the sliders that I'm going to do here. This is to feed 4 people. You'll have 4 gorgeous sliders out of this because you know there's going to be all kinds of other side dishes going on. You know, friends always bring chips and salsa and all that. So this is, you know, something a little bit lighter. At least I think it's lighter. It's a different, you know, a different play on your sliders. Okay, so look at all that gorgeous color we've got going in there. I'm going to grab my carrot. I've already rinsed my carrot. I did not take the skin off because I love the skin. So many of your nutrients are in the skins of things. If your vegetable has a skin that you can eat, wash it off and eat it. Nutrients, nutrients, nutrients. And we're going to be sitting around drinking some beer, drinking some wine, getting some blue cheese in us. So the more nutrients we can get, the better. So I'm just going to go on my fat side here of my grater. And you see this is taking us next to no time at all. A nice big carrot there. Whoops. Just dump that right in to my slaw mix. Look at all the gorgeous colors that are coming out of the slaw mix now. We've got the green, we've got the red, we've got the yellow, we've got the orange. You know, I always say we eat with our eyes first, and so far so good. This is looking pretty good to me. Let me grab a towel, wipe my hand off a little bit here. Now, we need to put a little bit of dressing in this. We've got a little bit of moisture because the peppers and the onions and the carrots have moisture in them. So it's already created a little bit of moisture action in there. We're going to add some mayonnaise. Again, depending on how loose you like your mayonnaise, I'm going to put this is going to be about 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise in there. And then I've got some blue cheese dressing because then, again, this is a blue cheese slaw, so we've got to have blue cheese dressing in there. If you like your, I'm going to go about 3 tablespoons again. If you like your slaw a little bit spicier, you can add some crushed red pepper to it. This is really, really nice. I'm just leaving it right like this because we've got so many flavors that are coming in once we add the blue cheese in there. And this is just so pretty. Look at that. This doesn't need hardly any time at all to set up. Very, very little time to set up. It's so pretty. I can smell my chicken over here still, and boy, does it smell delicious. My buns are toasting. I mean, my buns in the oven are toasting. And boy, howdy, are they going to be good. There's snow on the ground outside behind me today in Carroll County. So even if you're not having a tailgate party, this is a great, great, quick meal that you can have. Something you can, the kids are coming over, they need an after-school snack. If you've got somebody coming over, why not? This is delicious. I am going to add a little bit of salt and lemon pepper to it. 2 of my favorite things, as you know, my truffle salt. A little bit of truffle salt there. And a little bit of lemon pepper. I love using lemon pepper because lemon pepper, just like lemon does not take away the flavor of anything that you're using with. It only enhances the flavor that's already there. So it's not going to take away, it's just going to add to. Yum, yum, yum. So, and you're also satisfying your salad mix in here because this is a gorgeous salad to have on the side. You could have this right on top of your sandwich on the side. I think when we serve it, we're going to serve it right on top and we're going to get a nice big crunch out of it. Yum. Let me give this one more little taste. Oh, yep. I think that we are ready. Let me go ahead and put this stuff away. Grab my plate. Oh, yes. Grab my bun. Look at that. Nice and toasty. Again, nothing put on here. I just put it in the oven just so it could just warm up just a little bit. Two buns right there. I'm going to bring my buffalo chicken over. Again, this buffalo chicken, easy to make. Boneless, skinless chicken breast. You can also use thighs if you want to use thighs in this. That would be a great flavor combination because thighs are a little bit richer, a little fattier. Just gives you a little something extra. So let's go ahead and let's start building our buffalo chicken sliders. Look at that, how easy that came apart. I actually did this for a party that I catered just recently. Got rave reviews. Everybody begged me for the recipe. And I told them, all you got to do is watch For the Love of Food. It's coming up real soon. You're going to see this great show. Okay, so one of these, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add. Oh, look at that. Look at that slaw on top of there. I can't wait. Yum. And don't think I forgot my blue cheese crumbles over here. I'm going to take my blue cheese. I'm going to crumble it right on top of there. Holy bejesus, Batman. And I've got some, a little bit of green onion here. Let me cut this up real quick back here. Some green onion on top of there. Wow. Take a look at that. Well, I'm not even going to take a look at it. I'm going to take a bite out of it. Woohoo! Delicious and messy, just the way it's supposed to be. My name is Brooke Haggerty. I'm the Food Chick. Thank you for joining me today on For the Love of the Buffalo Chicken Shredded Slider. Yum! Have a great day, everyone.